What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're looking at a 40 big blind spot where the low jack opens and C bets the flop, but doesn't continue on the turn. He checks the turn and we're gonna see how the button should be playing. His range and this hand as well. So let's get started. This here should be good. So what do you guys wanna bet here? Small or
Not too small.
30%, 55%?
I think 33.
I like 55.
Okay.
Like bigger. Or
You
polarized.
can't make it too small on
We have
like,
more sixes, so I think we get to polarize for that reason. And eights, actually.
yeah, our eights, nines, tens, like pocket nines, pocket tens, like, we wanna get some value protection while the board's good.
So this is the spot where like when the low jack check this turn. We need to go for it with a bunch
Wanna
of,
get some fold equity with our bluffs, right?
yeah,
So
That's-
55 or what's the purple pot? No, 80%.
can we not see it?
We still don't see it clearly, the purple, but
Hang on. Let me make everything bigger. This here,
There you go.
that's pretty
83.
good.
83. Right. So. That's the spot. It bluffs a lot. It bets big. We'll go polar. We'll also go on the river. Now here we have a hand, so. We
Yeah,
just,
river, depending on what the card is, we're gonna over polarize, right? We're gonna just be like all in or check a lot.
he's, clicking.
Easy call.
Happy
Yeah,
days.
probably
Call 'em
just
down.
call.
Do you pile?
No, don't shake the fish off the line.
Okay,
Are there any hands you pile there?
So I was trying to think, like, it's a pretty dry board with like, there's no, meaning there's no like flush draws even I wanna be thrown in the bluff jam range.
Maybe
I-
like nines or tens?
Yeah,
no,
No, yeah, nothing.
eights.
Some eight X, yeah.
Little bit of jack, little bit of tens, a little bit of
Right.
eight.
Put it over.
Makes sense.
So when you run into kings, you have a few extra outs.
Oh, are we getting a set every hand? This is gonna be fun.
Probably half
It's the
pot.
same deal, right? He bet small and checks.
Locked up equity, double flush draw board.
so yeah. Not at all, of course.
So why does it want us to go smaller here?
Because
We
there's
block the calling
already
range.
a made,
Like-
there's
like-
already a made straight. We're gonna have less big bets.
So he's not checking and made straight though,
It's
right?
specifically a queen thing.
Yeah, I think it's just because we blocked so much value, right?
'Cause
'Cause
it
he's
goes
not
to
checking
1%.
10. Jack ten, is he ever?
But with the locked up equity, we can see like it's not using AD, it's using the two notches on the.
Could it
Well-
also possibly be anything that since we're like top set here, right? Like that we
Yeah,
don't,
that's what we were saying, that you
oh,
like, you block all the calls, kind of.
got it.
If you bet too big, it's hard to get called by anything.
Yeah, so like
When we
set of
have all the
nines, I'm
queens.
happy to go big.
Yeah,
Oh, got it.
Change it to the 7 of hearts and see if the big bet size goes up.
you know it will, Peter.
Well, I don't know.
Probably bet.
Know it will. Yeah, they swap places, right? The small and the big, the frequencies kind of swapped
Not so much. But it does go up a bit.
from
Yeah.
12 and 8 to 8 and 11.
Okay. Locked up equity, we can't polarize as much. Okay, does he have jack ten?
Just
Now,
call.
this is when we definitely go all in.
Possibly, right? Cuz
Oh, I thought he was all in. Yeah, just ship it. Oh, we got a heart. Maybe not.
there's two flush draws, Ken. Hearts.
Yeah,
Spades.
all the draws are gonna be priced in here. So this
Yeah,
wouldn't surprise me if it goes all in.
yeah, makes sense.
Oh, it just likes a call.
Eh, it's fine.
Either way.
It was high EV to jam, right?
No, it's slightly higher EV to call.
Was it?
He called, thing is, he's not gonna, did he win?
Yeah, he won. He got there.
Wow,
He's not gonna bluff river once we, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
We're
Gonna
free
play
rolling
for-
ourselves.
Alright. With 10 pairs
Yeah,
and
we're bet.
monotone, we call. Why would we call?
Look at this flop float. We're out of line.
What
We
size
had
did
the
we bet?
gutter, I don't know.
We have a
Yeah, the
gutter
gut shot and the ace, and now he checks,
Gutter.
so here we are, we gotta do something, right?
Yeah.
Better and over in position.
Half
So,
pot.
Bet pot?
This
Half,
one's all you. I don't know what to do.
half.
Half pot says Ken.
Okay,
if I have a little showdown here, I would check.
yeah,
Goes tiny.
I would usually check, but I don't know if I'm ever here.
monotone and the top.
Well, when the top card pairs and they check, we get to bet a decent amount.
Ah.
When we have it in our range a lot as well.
This- You're floating and then you're betting small.
Yeah.
What is this?
I got my size wrong, but yeah, the top pair is fine for us to bet when they check, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to do, so I'm checking.
Okay, if I'm the low jack here, my opponents usually bet like, just friggin' 5 and put me in the box.
You wanna go five?
I'm not saying it's a
Oh,
thing.
I don't-
five, maybe like a 7.
You can't go 9, so you have to check.
Oh, no, we're in position. We can't go 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go out, you can't bet as big as 9, so you have to check here. Yeah, no small bets.
Ace 9, what suit? Diamonds?
Call spades.
Oh, nuts, that's all. Oh, yeah.
So we floated flop so that we could tiny bet the turn and then give up the spade river.
Chip it. Oh,
I'm checking.
Yep.
Checking it down.
Yeah, I think we're just coming up here with fours.
this is the
Hey,
hand we want to beat. Very nice.
King is not very good.
no,
We
It's-
can get very few better aces to fold, right? Like.
I see a bunch of
three,
better
four,
aces.
ace
folding.
5, ace 6, ace 8,
And there's a ton of them,
ace 9, yeah, maybe.
a ton. So how, do we need to pour here?
Might be over bluffing if we're doing it with hearts. We might just do it with spades.
We're chopping with all those aces you named. I think it's a check.
They're gonna fold a lot of them. Oh, we're chopping. Well, they're gonna fold a lot of those, right?
If you bet six, he's gonna fold ace five, no?
I'm betting from the bottom up. I'm not betting this hand.
Is this not the bottom up?
No, we have like Jack 10, Jack 9, 8, 9.
Jack ten has equity, you don't wanna bet that.
So are you gonna bluff pocket twos ever?
Yeah,
So this might get in there then.
No, it's a check or a bet really polar.
Open up the range. 'Cause that's a pretty big bet. I would have never thought of that either.
That's what I thought we were gonna do, but I
Mhm.
thought it was a six, not a nine. See, this is a really weird spot, right? Where we go polar very often and there's interesting mechanics here.
We're checking all the queens, right? We need to have a king or a bluff.
Our sevens want to get value from kings and queens, and our kings want to get value from queens. So, yeah, it's a value-driven spot.
And then.
And do we see the bluffs? Yeah.
Pocket twos,
Suits,
pocket threes.
Spades.
For the suited wheel aces, what suits are they picking?
Spades.
Just spades.
It's just spades, yeah.
Tiny bit of hearts with the ace four.
Yeah, and then the straight draws, ace jack, jack nine, 10 jack, all of that stuff is bluffing.
Kind of tough to compose that kind of range, right?
You were right about jack ten, Louis, but
So draw
stuff
that.
like ace jack, ace ten, it's still going for it. Jack nine.
Jack nine, yeah.
But jack nine is pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
But
So
it's the, you can see it's the worst hands, like,
it's bet folding.
I'm definitely checking ace jack and ace ten here more than half the time. I guess I need to bluff there some.
So we can bet spades here.
I'm just calling. I mean, I have no reason to.
We're gonna
would
win the
chop
pot,
with
right? But
every-
can we value? The flush completed, it's a pair board, so never, right?
I'm not going for it. I'm just
I
calling.
don't know.
Just,
Aces
no,
and-
no.
aces
Simple
and
as that.
sevens with a
It's a
king.
pair board, the flush completed. We have a pretty weak hand. If we had ace king, do we raise? That's the real question.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
And it's a pair board, the flush completed.
We never have ace king after checking back.
Let's say we have like a stronger two pair.
Ace queen.
Yeah,
Ace queen raises, yeah.
every time.
To 18.
We're raising all these aces. Is this our range?
Yes. That's what I
Yeah.
thought we would
He
need to,
bet one, bro. We have the toppest of pairs.
the best pair.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to here. What do you guys wanna do? You wanna raise?
That's why I love this bet one in game a lot. Like I use this a lot and you get called by a hand like this, like all the time. You get just called.
What are you
with a
betting
hand
one?
That's supposed to
Hold on.
pure
What are you
raise.
betting one with? A
King
queen?
or queen,
And then what do you do when we raise like close to pot?
just fold.
Fold. So I don't have to raise and run into whatever, what some fucking guy that's actually protecting his block bet range and get punished. Like, you're not gonna punish me. All the hands I beat aren't gonna punish me. They're gonna fold if I raise. And the hands that beat me are the only ones calling.
I mean,
real
against some
life.
players, I'll get sticky with a king here sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, against generally people that just stick this out here. It's
So
like
Ken, you're
pocket-
saying there's no point raising here cuz you're just gonna get a fold. Unless you're beat.
Well, against most players, because this is like pocket eights, pocket nines, pocket tens, whatever, a queen, a king. Like, they're almost all gonna fold.
No, maybe a king pays sometimes.
That's why I like to bluff these spots more now. I found myself finding, to bluff these. I see. Now, this is the machine. He protects his block bets, but real life, they ate.
Well. This is,
She gone.
this is jack ten of spades a lot. It's time to go home.
Let me just be a
Go
full
home,
house.
Pete?
Wait, go home or muck it?
Yeah, fold, go home.
Yeah, okay. Well, go
Get
home
out.
means you call and lose in my book.
I don't know, man, it was close in my mind.
It's not close.
Is it not?
It is close. In the
When
machine.
you get 3-bet on the river with it, like it is always the nuts. It's jack ten of spades.
Yeah, I
pocket
guess you're
queen,
right, Pete.
pocket sevens.
No. He's gonna show you king jack with the king of spades.
Never. People are not that brave. This guy is.
Alright,
Yeah, king.
well, I had one of the cards, right?
Went for thin value and lost 40 bigs.
So I just wrote like an error that I make. The flush completed, the board is paired, so I can't bet or raise for value, which is wrong, right? The sim said it was wrong. Is it
Yeah.
wrong?
Well, it's wrong in theory.
No, it's, yeah, right.
I mean, yeah, that assumption's wrong in theory, but it's probably pretty good in real life.
The easiest thing is sometimes you will see that like a guy will call that river and be like, well, I thought he might have sevens.
That's a spot now that I find myself with more bluff raises than value raises. Like, I'm only gonna value raise the nuts. I'm not gonna go from thin value with a hand like that, but I'm gonna bluff a lot of those people that I know just don't have any, because I just know when they have a really strong hand, they're never betting one big blind, because they gotta win a big pot. They got the nuts, they gotta win a big fucking pot, man. They wanna pile chips in. And that's how most people play. Yeah,
That's,
rookies, like
that's why I block
noobs,
that
regs.
call a lot.
Yeah, so you can attack them with big raises, like a pot size raise, pot and a half. And they're like angry and they sit there and tag, pretend they got a decision and then they fold.
Yeah, they got a decision.
They do have a decision. Do I wanna hero this guy off with my third pair?
What are we doing here? 8, 7, 7, we call. Okay. And then the 10, and then he checks.
Check, right?
Showdown, we can check.
Well,
Is that kind of spot?
the 10's gonna hit our continuation here. Right? Like we float a lot of hands that contain a 10. But this hand maybe it just is a check.
I don't think we have any relevant blockers as far as the
Try
flush
a-
draws go,
A
so
B20.
we were a little. Yeah, and then the higher pairs don't even wanna bluff, so yeah, not gonna be any bluffs there. Twos, there it is.
Yeah. 55 our range wants to bet here, but this hand wants to check.
So the sixes and sevens have redraws. If they need it.
7 would be quads.
Yeah, the sixes has a redraw.
We bet a lot. What kind of size? And why do we use that size? Are we polar?
No,
Not that
small.
polar, though. It's mostly small, right? And then half of the range.
They're just cleaning up equity with a lot of the bluffy type stuff. Mergey hands, bluffs. Looks like they're cleaning up equity probably.
So I see some logic here, like the sevens that we have would wanna bet big, right? So other stuff wanna bet big, right? That's adding up in my mind. What else can we say?
The 10's want to bet for value, the 9's want to bet for bluffs. And like that composes a lot of our compressed range when we flat here and then call a flop. So this board really is just in our wheelhouse.
Hover over queen nine. Oh, I wanted to see what suits it's choosing, like if it blocks or continues. I guess it's just hearts and spades, queen nine.
Different sizes,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
they go
check the
small
flush
hearts
draws
and
more.
spades and the other ones go big.
You don't wanna get, raised.
which is funny, right? But it's just a factor. The 9 is really good here, right? Because look at like, I don't know, queen jack doesn't do that at all. So it's really a 9 that is playing here.
So like when you're facing population here and they bet big with this combo, it's always just spades and hearts when it's actually supposed to be the opposite, right?
Right.
And I think I'd probably fall on that too, to be
Your
honest.
diamonds and clubs are trying to make them fold, and your spades and hearts are trying to set up equity for the river.
Counterfeited. We got a bet here. How much? How much is it gonna be?
So
7 gets rid of king eyes, gets rid of queen eyes, jack eye.
do
whole
we
bunch
wanna
of-
bluff fours here without a spade?
Yeah,
Yeah. I
What
mean,
are
I know
we,
our pairs do, we can't bluff twos through sixes full frequency, right? So
I
some of
disagree,
them are gonna wanna just give up.
disagree. I think all of the. I don't think so. I don't think you give up with anything under pocket like 9.
What are we
I just-
ripping? Like anything? We do check back some spade flush draws, so we could say we have a flush, but it's like double paired.
I'm just bluffing twos and threes and I'm gonna.
We're
skip
not
like
betting
the
an
rest.
8 now.
Just so I don't overdo it. I'm just using my worst two bottom pairs and then I'm gonna give up the rest. That's enough for me.
Yeah,
So how big would you bet pocket twos here then?
Yeah, I'm good with twos and threes full and then just give up my other ones.
yeah,
No,
just
but
check,
how
like,
big? 10
we
or
have to
7?
think. We have to think about our corresponding value range, and once the turn goes check, check on this river, the only value we have are flushes. For the most part, we're probably checking back some 10x, but. We shouldn't get to go too crazy
Twos,
here.
fives and sixes are surprising to me.
They still have straight blockers, right?
Yeah,
So they block a bit of value here.
and nines are going for it too.
Not a five.
Yeah, no.
Is it
What are
really
the suits with the fives?
all
Is
this
it
area?
prefer suits or no?
Cause the thing is, we went like 7, right? So 7, do we get like king eyes to fold every time, right? Boom, that's all I'm looking for.
King, queen's pure call.
King, queen. Depends,
King, queen off.
yeah, depends.
Yeah.
But you know, we get rid of like, yeah, we bet pocket 3 here, he folds 5, 6, and then he folds king eyes. I mean, you're printing, no?
I got looked
Not
up.
against a good hand reader. You're just gonna get heroed here a lot.
By fives
No, no, no,
or
but
sixes? Never, right? And then king eye's not gonna call you here, I think.
if they have fives or sixes, won't they bluff?
I don't think so.
What were the suits of the fives? Cause it did split them. It checked half and bet half. How
Oh.
did it choose?
No, no, no.
Predominantly a spade.
Yeah, when you highlighted it, there you go. So
Well, it's just spades.
hearts and clubs, but so mostly
Front door,
spades.
bluffing the flush, man. Blocking the straight and the flush.
So we block his ace five. King five, maybe. Yes. What position did he open?
Yeah, it's fine, makes sense. Yeah. Low jack. Hey, a bunch of aces. Hmm. I think I'm figuring out some way to play this. Like on this board,
Bet small, right?
how would we play our range if we didn't have an ace? I think our range would wanna play exactly as if we had the ace. Alright,
Yeah, I think your gutters are gonna probably wanna go bigger.
so like our bluffs are gonna size the same as our aces are gonna size here. Am I wrong?
Maybe half.
So this
You're
board
not
is gonna
wrong.
be a way ahead or way behind type of board. So yeah. Not surprised that it's checking that much.
Yeah, me neither.
So we're really not
Definitely
even,
gotta check some trips here.
we're not really even betting gutters. Where's our 10-9?
King
we
nine,
flop?
king eight is betting small.
Some of the kings, yeah, are betting.
So we're checking back a lot. We're not really betting here.
I think
70% check back.
Bluffing our low pairs. They are just garbage.
Okay,
Yeah, I like this.
Oh,
Oh,
happy days, I hope.
I hope.
Just stuff it.
We either got there or we got mega coolered.
Well,
Or we were there the whole time.
do you? Like this end is easy, right? But.
You
have
check
bluff-
back with, yeah,
Oh
you
my
check
God.
back all the,
Pocket fours.
but if you have ace eight.
So those pairs are like, they were our predominant bluffs on the turn, so they're following through on the river. As well as some of the king X hands.
Can you hover the sixes? Is it suit based? How? You want the, what do you want?
Never seen that.
What
You
is
want
it?
the eighth?
You wanna
ace
have
of
a
diamonds,
heart?
the ace of spades. Yes.
Oh, you don't want the club. That's what it is.
Oh, you don't want the club, that's right.
You want one of the three front door suits from the flop.
Weird.
Because. Because why?
I think, yeah, good question. Right? That's a
Something
math-
about our opponent's flop strategy, right?
the mathematics of what they float with the back door with, so,
Yeah.
check.
The monotone board and a four liner, we can't bet for value, right?
Nope.
You have bluffs here, Pete.
Yep, lots of single big spades. And I guess I have some nines, you know. They're gonna pair that. Oh. Luring us in.
Mhm.
Mostly
Just check
checks,
and win,
a
right?
little bit of seven.
Check and win.
Yeah, a little bit of seven.
You're greedy.
So what about this here? We can say versus.
After turn goes check, check, if they also check the river, we're getting some thin value in these spots. Or if they block the river, we get to raise thinly.
What exactly is the spot today, folks?
This one, Andy,
Yeah,
40 big blinds. The low
Okay.
jack opens. He see bets, we call from the button. He see bets the flop, we call. And then he checks the turn.
okay. Cheers.
What,
Um,
what
yeah,
have
check
we
raise
done?
river. It's always the nuts.
It was a check, right?
Did he punish our greed again?
Yes.
You punished our greed.
Of course.
Okay, it's an easy fold.
What? Peter,
I know the solver is gonna have some pretty crazy stuff, but we get lots of better stuff to call with than this.
like what? This is top two pair.
We have straights with a nine, we have flushes, we have sets.
Are you
We're just gonna
serious?
fold this.
Peter,
Yeah.
talk to me.
Hold the hand, Louis.
I think
I
when we're
can't.
betting our
Top
worst
two
value, we
pair.
can fold to the
Peter, I
raise.
can't do that.
We're not folding this.
Alright.
We're
Thank you,
definitely
Ken.
folding
Thank
this.
you. Here we are. We can't.
I'm team Peter for sure. Dude, this is our worst value bet. We have no blockers to anything. Get out.
You have
Wait a
block.
second, it's not our worst value bet. We bet worse a
Black.
few hands ago that we folded.
We block all the sets. Well, there's no way he doesn't have a nine here or a flush.
You think we're betting worse than this on a four liner?
Man, oh man,
Maybe a
this is a
seven.
spot where I think I have to call, but,
You're putting on your clown makeup, man.
This was an 80% check back, 20% value bet. Right? And when he raises us, and we're at the bottom of range here, like
Yeah,
this is probably gonna fold.
oh my,
Very simple. You fold the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at how much you want to torch, man. Holy
And
crap.
so now, if you think of the hands that are better than this, we have sets, straights, and flushes. And so it might fold sets here and only call straights and flushes.
If you had ace of spades 10, maybe.
Okay, let's try again.
Ace of spades might block the flush bluff though,
The bluff
right? Like
too,
you might be
yeah.
check jamming the bluff. Like you might be better with like
No, but I don't think he'll jam, he doesn't need to bluff jam a pair there. Like if he has the
oh,
ace of spades on that board, right?
yeah, I guess maybe he's just jamming the king of spades.
Yeah.
King of spades bad.
Do we need to bet here?
Gonna want to bet this board a lot.
Once again,
And
why are we
this hand-
here?
We call the flop Danny,
Yeah, why?
because we can,
Yeah, we're gonna bluff this with a 10, I
we're
think.
floating.
And we can get worse spade draws. The king high is actually gonna beat some worse spade draws, so we could probably go like half pot.
yeah, we have 2 overs and a backdoor punt, which is what we're gonna do right now.
I like half or 83.
Yeah, I think it's one or the other.
What the heck are we?
I'm a net, so I go half.
Half pot?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Little 83, good call.
then why?
Like if you got king jack, you probably don't do it. And there's king jack doing it. But king 10's better.
Yeah. The tens also want to use the bigger sizing. right?
So,
King
king-
wants to do something.
Yeah, king jack will be, yeah, we could do king jack off with spades, right? Cause then we can bluff spade rivers. Yeah. I would have got that. King queen apparently is too good. Probably blocks folds.
Why does it like 10x so much?
Straight
Ace-
draw.
Ace 10, king 10, queen 10.
It's got the
Gunner
gutter.
and 2 overs.
You gotta go for your gutters on turns, man. A lot. It's often, you see it a ton.
Yeah, but often a hand like that would just wanna check through and it's like, oh, I have ace high, I can
But
realize.
but
my-
these still
you
have
know.
value over hands that, worse hands will call still. On this texture, right? So what do they call when we bet?
Worse than ace 10?
Yeah, ten
I
jack.
guess, yeah, I mean,
No, they're
No.
folding that some, but, so they got nines,
10.
9x's.
it's all raising,
Oh, they're raising, so,
except,
okay,
except for 10-9, yeah,
so.
and ace 9.
Alright, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, yeah. Ace 9, oh.
Maybe in your pools, yeah, they'll call worse.
So ace 3 some, ace 4 some. Ace 9. I mean, jack 10, jack 10, what's that? Do they not have spades? With the queen jack? Queen 10, jack 10?
Nothing here?
Yeah, so when we bet king 10, we're getting king jack off, king queen off, ace queen off, ace king off, king queen off, ace king off, or ace king suited. All of these hands which are beating us fold.
So that's why we bet all the tens, cuz we get all the jacks to fold, right? And all the slightly better hands. Even some
we
ace
get-
nines.
Yeah, we get the better 2 broadways to fold. And we have some straight equity.
And then the 9, yeah. Yeah, equity.
And to be honest, population is not gonna check raise the 9 off enough
Ooh.
here. Well, time to go home. Get out.
Yeah,
Look at that savage combo draw bluff. Ooh.
You go for value here. Unblocks the draws.
And we,
Probably bigger.
is
Half pot, check back some
It's
rivers.
a little thin.
Big?
I
Is
think
this our-
you'll definitely
is this
see a
our-
good checking component too. As Pete
Yeah, is
might
this our
be
worst
about to get
queen?
at, yeah.
I don't think we check a lot.
We
I
have some queen ten.
think we go very polar. for
Queen
that.
10, and this has a redraw too, so I don't know, I would go, like, I'm pretty much stuck on 55, but, cause that's about what I'm gonna bet my gutters. And just
Hmm.
like those lower equity draws.
Yeah, I would be checking a lot here.
'Cause
No,
we get to check back river a lot too if we have to.
King, queen is checking.
Yeah, king queen is almost pure, but queen jack isn't. I guess it's the straight interaction with the jack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
like-
redraw.
Yeah, we block the nuts, which might be relevant in terms of getting check raised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
queen 10, queen jack are the worst ones because all the others are two pair and stuff. Like this is the problem with betting.
I'm called.
You're calling?
Yeah.
Hmm,
Um,
I guess we have to, huh?
We unblock a lot of bluffs here, I think. I mean, the jacks might be like in their bluffing range, but we don't have hearts, we don't have spades.
yeah, we block jack 10. we
10x is gonna be bluffing some. They got a lot of equity with their bluffs, but I'm just gonna. Close my eyes and cross my fingers.
the problem is like we're behind all their value. Oh my goodness.
This guy is going thin.
Disgusting.
Is it bluff time?
Hey, hey, hey.
And their spots, I actually think population will overbluff their flush draws. Like, they're probably bluffing too much in those spots.
Got a stab here, a little 55.
Oh, this is a 3 Broadway board. Like, what are we doing? Jack, get the showdown. Help.
Peter, you got pocket 3. You didn't get a deuce before.
Yeah, ace
So
jack-
probably bluff spades. Wait, no, no, no.
Work
We-
out
we-
if we check, 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 check.
There's an ace of spade on the board, so these are probably good.
Yeah, I'm betting this for
Um,
sure.
We made it all the way here, Pete. Okay, and now we just need to. This guy see betting too much, out of position.
This is a one and done for me. I'll bluff turn and then give up.
Yeah.
I'm betting and I'm polarizing and probably jamming.
I think it's a blast and a blast, yeah.
That's what, yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't
doing
know
too.
about the
You-
second blast. Let's see this here.
No,
first.
no. In my mind, you cannot bet the turn if you're not gonna bet the river.
I'm the
Yeah.
opposite.
You
That's
can,
kind
there
of where I am.
might be some bad rivers, like a king.
with this hand.
queen, a spade.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, any non-king, non-queen, we're like all in on the river.
I'm betting.
It checks.
Okay, we just don't
So
do
it
it.
doesn't want to go double barrel. It doesn't even want to single barrel. Like, I'm one and done. I'll take my shot on the turn here and get some, like, just hands that have some equity in the fold. I'm fine with that, but I'm not blasting off on that board.
This board just annihilates our range here.
Where are we bluffing from?
We're gonna bluff from equity, right? Underneath the jack and the 10.
Six,
Right,
five,
so
six,
eight-
five.
8-7.
Bottom pair.
Does it
Bottom
fall
pair.
through on rivers if we bet? It does bet it some, so let's see if we have to follow.
Shenanigans with spades. You
King
turn-
5, 6, 5, 4, 5.
Turn spades, I guess.
King 5 is really nice with the gutter.
What like twos, threes, and fours is it betting?
Spades.
So it's just not, it doesn't want a club. Twos, it doesn't care.
Yeah, and I mean, if we're blasting all the under pairs, we're just blasting too much. Because we don't have enough stuff to go for value here because we're capped on the top end.
We follow through if we bluff. Don't change the move bet. Oh,
Sorry, Ken.
well, you can still see, we're supposed to follow through when we bluff it.
We're not supposed to be there.
What about
Well,
with
we can look at
deuces?
the other combos that do bet and see if they follow through. So in my mind, it's just one and done.
Make us be 80 or be 55, yeah. Deuces, yeah, either way.
Or 55. You could put up a brickier river, like a 7 of clubs or something.
Not on this river.
No, follows through. Wow.
I guess the spade, we still
Yeah,
wanna do it.
we're supposed to only get there with the spade. King pairs, he checks.
Ooh.
I
That's
bet
unpaired.
pretty
Check.
good
Easy.
showdown, right?
Yeah, 2 high up in range, just check. Check.
Check.
Easy check.
Okay,
Change the moving bet. I wanna redo.
We float flop, we turn this, or ooh, are we setting up for, ace jack's too strong.
Is it with the ace of diamonds? We ever
We
wanna
have the
bluff
diamond.
this? Then we get to bluff some rivers that complete straights.
10 or a king.
An 8, a 10.
With worse aces, ace jack is probably too strong.
yeah.
Kinda on board, Ken.
I like betting.
I'm kinda on board. But I like the
Like-
mix.
I
Betting,
think this is the one combo you want to bet with the jack of clubs in your hand. Like, I think if you have the jack of hearts or jack of spades, you can check, but
why the jack of club matters.
because it's not dealing with backdoor flush draws.
Bet the jack of clubs. Some.
But you
Not
see, it's betting more than the jack of hearts or jack of spades.
It's not betting with the clubs here.
The ace of diamonds, that's.
No,
with the jack of
specifically the
clubs.
ace of diamonds.
Yeah.
Ace and
You need
jack of
both.
diamonds.
You need ace of diamonds and the jack of clubs. Or ace of clubs, jack of diamonds.
If you have a diamond, basically, we're good, we can bet it.
You also want the straight blocker, so you're betting ace 10 and ace 8 more than like ace jack and ace 7 here.
You just
Uh-huh.
pick it up. He's not betting one with a random ace high, that's the issue. We don't win here when we call.
Yeah, this is
Should we call anyway?
this.
I think
this
I'll
should be
bet
a
18.
pickup, but it's such a good price.
Let me think for a sec. What does he wanna bluff like this? And then do we unblock that stuff?
Do we raise?
I think the jack is bad now and we fold.
I don't think we can fold. I think we have to call.
Yeah, it's a call or a raise.
I think it's a raise.
I don't.
I'll go
Probably just showdown.
80.5.
So why would we wanna, like, how does the 6 of spades change our range so much so that all of a sudden we got a great hand that wants to raise?
It's just that in my mind, when he bets one, he has some form of showdown and no ace high at all. And by calling here, we don't beat anything.
So as an exploit, I like it if you wanna raise big versus people that only do that with very weak holdings.
Yeah.
But versus the machine, I think the equity would
Yeah.
have to, improve the 6 would have to improve our range so much so that we get the raise. And we might actually, cuz there is combos that, but we're probably barreling turns with most of those, so it's hard to say.
Like, the reason why we call here is we got showdown, right? But he's not betting one with anything that we beat.
Well, the machine probably is.
Yeah.
6, 5, 7, 6. 8, 7. Nah, he's got, everything's a pair, right?
Ace 5
King-
and
king
ace
5?
3.
King 5, is there a 5 on the board?
Oh,
No.
5 is the double.
King 5 and king 6 are his bluffs. Ace 6. Ace 5, not much.
But from a range perspective, we just have to defend so much versus a 10th size pot bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is betting more ace high. I thought that was not like nothing, but the machine is. People
What's
are
more interesting to me is how do we attack the weak portions of his range? Where are our bluffs coming from?
6. Um,
We're gonna block
Queen,
value.
eight,
You want,
oh, it's a pair.
want an 8 or a 5.
Ace three. Really hard to find. So 10x. Blocks top of the streets, right?
10x and 8x.
feels like a bet to me, but what size? Half pot?
Why do you want to bet?
You got top pair?
That's something special?
Yeah, top pair, it's probably not gonna be great by the river. I'm just trying to float him.
I think it's a pot control spot.
If you wanna bluff here, sometimes with hearts, you gotta bet some tens. No? Am I wrong?
He led the flop into us when we have a lot of eights in range, right? Like, this is not a spot to bet a 10. Yeah, we have better 10s here too.
Is he locked to the small size? I feel like this is a big bet board for him. If he's gonna bet. Oh, it's splitting equally, okay.
It's a lot of big bets. Okay,
Jack 10 off, queen 10 off.
alright,
I
so we check.
Can't always bet a 10.
We
Yeah,
call.
we have an easy call.
Whoa,
Value owned himself.
Indeed.
he went pot. So
Yeah.
it seems a little thin. I
Did
guess
he
we have a
turn
ton of
it?
9x to call him with.
Yeah, did he turn it? Is he expecting a call from a worse time?
Suppose so.
Do we bet here? We check back. With the spade in our hand.
Check.
The king is not great. But I don't think he checks a lot of turns with the king X. Right? So we probably beat him.
I think you're a good bet of 83%. When you do the job.
That's too
Why?
much.
He's
We don't
definitely
need to
gonna have some
polarize here.
I'm
Just
never
check.
checking.
Especially if you want to have some value against flush draw, it's or straight draw, it's right now.
If you had king jack, what would you bet?
Those aren't
I would
gonna,
bet big.
those aren't gonna call a
125.
B80 unless they have like a pair or a combo draw. Combo draw is gonna slam it in your face.
I'm
Pair
never,
plus flush draw might slam it in your face.
never ever betting this hand.
I'm never betting here.
I would bet 55 or check,
Why?
cuz he doesn't check many kings on the turn.
I think he'll check a lot of things.
I don't know. I agree that he shouldn't check that many kings.
I think he checks like 30% of them.
Okay, so it's more of a check.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Then you say he checks a bunch of kings.
I would guess like 30% of kings are checking. King 9, king 8, king 6, king 5, king jack off, king 10 off.
The king's heart, he is betting is probably spades oriented.
Well,
Easy check back.
at this point, it's a check.
Pair plus flush draw. I guess we could get value from that one.
Yeah, it's rampy if you pick jams it.
It's just too thin though.
This is our best value hand. This we want to bet.
What kind of size?
There's
9
com-
point.
There's completed equity. I'm going half pot.
I like purple. It was still checking a lot too.
Is it call?
Yeah, we have to. It's just I'm not happy about it. Yeah, it's mixing.
0.01.
Every once in a
Hey, it's queen
while,
jack again.
you come across like a Chinaman who's gonna play you off at the
This is
slightly
the
one
same
top.
board too. Queen 9 8 6.
Almost. Stop.
Monotone board, check.
Okay,
We have a 7.
you calling this? You folding this? Check, check on, no,
Fold.
bet call on the flop. Check on the turn. Now he bets again.
We have flushes to defend. We have straights to defend.
We have two pair.
sets to defend. We have 2 pair to defend. We have top pair, second pair, third pair. I think fourth pair is just a fold. It's too far down in our defense range.
Okay, so
And we
that's,
wanna bluff with a spade.
so we figured it out, but you have to call a jack here.
Flush.
Sometimes, maybe like jack 10,
Sets, multiple 2 pairs.
king jack.
I don't think so.
I'm for sure calling king jack here.
Maybe to this size.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you gotta call almost every jack.
Have we
Jack
seen
it-
any spots where we're betting 83% on the turn?
Yeah, a few. Not very much. But there is a little bit of polarized spots.
Mostly on, feels like low boards with flush draw.
Just to check.
Like here at 9, I don't think we fire a lot. Right?
Do we,
Broadway
we
board
don't
with
start bluffing, right? Yeah, no. It's too good to bluff.
Ooh, do you call? You got the call,
Ooh.
right? Third pair,
Mm,
like a sucker call, right?
This is pretty close, but like the board just bricked all the draws, so. Probably.
Ugh, I don't know.
Danny, say something. Colorful. Danny,
I'm so torn, man. It's gonna mix. I say it mixes. It doesn't matter.
Call or punt.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
majority punt. Yay.
Yeah,
We finally got a bluff after 1,000 attempts.
we unblock with the queen, the 10, the 8, right? We have lots of cards that he's gonna bluff that are
Yeah,
we're gonna
it
get.
was so good, Pete. Finally, we caught a bluff.
We finally got one.
So, question. Do we fold 9?
Ace 9 because we wanted to bluff ace high.
Bluff
So,
ace 10, right?
what a scam. The ace is bad here. You gotta fold an ace. Call every other nine.
Can
you
we
go
see
back
what he
and look
does
at-
with ace queen?
Can you go
Is
back
he
and look at
bluffing?
the turn strategy in a second?
Yes, we can.
Nice.
In position,
Yeah,
don't wanna bet too much nines, I think. Betting 9x when it has two pair.
so we do have big bets here.
Big bets are when we're gonna hold a 10 here or a queen,
Yeah,
right? With straight impact with incomplete, so. Yeah, queen 8, queen 10, queen 10 for value, right? King 10 for value, ace 10 for bluff.
Right. King has to bet.
It's pretty high up. This one probably is gonna have to bet.
Of course.
Their best king.
Are we going 50%? Are we respecting the paired?
55, a little bit 83.
Yeah,
Oh, a lot 83.
you wanna polarize, don't you?
Yeah. But I
Like you
thought the
check king,
pair
you check king
yeah.
jack.
All have
Well,
like,
maybe you don't check king jack in full. I think it'll mix. And then you go big with your eights, you go big with your
he's gonna go all
flush
in again.
draws.
Wow, he didn't jam this time.
I think we just check it back now. Am I crazy?
Yeah. We got top pair SPR is one.
Yeah, this is our best king. This is probably a hand to go for it.
I would go for it.
You check back king jack? Aha! Cuz we polarized turn and this is the worst, like, out of all the things that polarized turn, this is the bottom.
Maybe.
We have flushes still.
Guy always has it.
We
How?
have trips, cuz you're
How does
supposed to
it have
check, you fish.
How?
You don't have a heart? Like maybe with the queen of hearts.
Okay, king with the queen of hearts. Danny taught us the lesson. You need to block his value.
Okay, you
And then
call
you
it a
lose
heart in your
his
hand?
nine.
Is that it? Oh. Okay, okay. Big heart. You need a
Wait,
big,
what? No, you were looking at, we
yeah,
wanna see our strategy, right? You were looking at his call. Go to our jam. Not even. Oh,
big heart.
king of hearts.
Small bet with the queen of hearts. Big bet with the king of hearts.
No, the queen is down there. It's just checking. Mainly.
No, queen with the queen of hearts. It was small bet. All right.
So
Chance to
here,
punch
what
off
was
for
it? What was this turn? 6 or?
We polarized, 83.
Yeah, okay.
Now, if we had gone smaller on the turn,
Then we are supposed to check back here
yeah,
and bet when we have a heart.
Yeah, bet with the king or bet big with the king of hearts, small with the queen of hearts.
I just see king.
Just bet
King of
with the
clubs,
king of heart.
queen of hearts.
We don't have the king of heart. Check.
Another full house.
He had it again.
Oh, this is good for us.
4,
Six.
5, 6 with a queen
6.5.
and then pocket deuce.
And we don't have the club.
Oh, I definitely wanna bet pocket deuce cuz it could run a tree here. And if the
Yeah.
tree runs, we have the gut shot. And the pair.
65.
On here, right?
Oh.
Right,
Does it bluff if you have a heart?
no, I don't think so.
A heart and no club.
Just
I
wanna
feel like you
show
only
them.
turn those under pairs into bluffs when there's a bunch of high cards out there, because you're trying to get the middle pocket pairs to fold. Like he's gonna have a lot of strong checks in his.
I had a gutter there too, though, so thought maybe we'd go for it. I would say, I think we actually size up here. Bigger,
No.
yeah, like at least that.
That's like the biggest size we get to use, I think. on this.
Yeah. Oh my god. So here's the thing, we don't bet jacks that big on the turn.
Nope.
So they know that,
He knows that we know.
so I gotta call. I don't have
Look at
spades
our-
or hearts in my hand,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna call this combo.
yeah.
See, that makes sense.
Uh,
Back five ratio is 1, top pair second kicker.
Screw this guy. Does he really have a
I'd
jack?
rather have like queen eight, I think, but this seems like one of the better
Of course he
calls.
has a jack. What am I
Yeah.
thinking?
But we are folding if we have a heart or spade, right? I mean, that's the only way I can think about that spot.
Do you, are there any overbets on the turn, like sets, like sixes or fours? That wet ass board.
We had it.
Yeah.
You fold with the heart, you fold with a spade.
And it's not even pure calling with. Oh, that's spade, spade and diamond, spade and club. Okay, yeah. Just a gross spot.
Yeah.
Cause he's gonna get the bluffed out a lot, I imagine, on that jack turn
Jack river, yeah.
or river, yeah. We should look at his bluffing range. Pretty cool spot.
Think he's bluffing a lot. He just has a jack. That's the thing, right? When
Well, yeah,
it's a turn, it's really jack that is giving out.
10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 8, 8, 7, ace four gets in there.
King
But
9,
yeah,
king.
king 10, king 9.
And all those will be suited ones too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know how to bluff these four liners, man.
The more Broadway cards on board, it is the less flushes he has and the more we want to bet,
Interesting.
right? Because we're flatting all the middle suited stuff and he now lacks the top end suited stuff.
So do we bet anything that isn't a pair or a flush?
Yeah, lots of 9x, 8x.
10, 9 is jack nine. So jack 9, is that a flush?
Queen 9, queen 8,
Flushes.
all flushes. Do we have any bluffs? What are our bluffs?
Is that a component of having a pair block sets that have to call on four liners? Just asking a question, I don't know.
that's how I think about it. Like you wanna block sets a lot.
So what's the EV of betting 6-5 here without spades? Is it a bluff? Did you filter for, did you filter spades out? You didn't, did you?
No, the 5 of spade is on the board.
So I don't know how to look at the CV, like, is
Say
that a value bet or is that a bluff?
7, 6 of spade, right?
No, the pair plus the pair for bluffing. So what's the EV of? You're covering the EV of the 7-6.
It's ten.
So
but
that's
it's-
higher. That's a flush.
Yeah, exactly. They're all flushes.
Well, the 6-5's not a flush.
6-5 is one of the worst hands we show up here with.
So is
Yeah.
that a value bet, Peter, or is that a bluff?
That's a bluff.
Or is it merging? 2 point, the EV's 2 point.
It's cuz our range has such high
Yeah.
EV overall that even our bluffs are doing well.
I guess.
Everything on this board is good. And anything that we get to this turn range with is doing well.
So. Oh, we're not betting all our pairs though. So the 10. So actually 6-5 without. That includes, so 6-5 without a spade is better than queen 10. Why?
Yep.
Cleaner two pair outs.
Like having a queen is bad.
Because a 5 is ahead of queen high.
There's a pair, it's a pair of tens.
Oh, pair of tens.
Has to be with the queen being bad.
Yeah, we want him to have a
confused.
queen.
You have any pair here with no spade, are you happy facing a bet?
No,
That's right, that's why.
So this doesn't wanna bet, face a raise and fold. But 6-5 is gonna bet and fold.
yeah,
It's probably something to do with his betting range. He's not betting fives, but he's betting some 10x. So you're trying to get him to fold pairs of tens when you're betting with the 5.
Alright, let's investigate. That sounds
Yep.
pretty good.
Can we see can we see if he actually has a betting range on a monotone board?
Oh, he does.
No, I mean on the flop.
Oh. Yeah, they have some, a decent amount of small betting.
So when we bet our pair of fives, we get him to fold the tens.
Yeah, let's see, let's investigate that further. It makes sense, honestly, but I gotta see what we're doing here. So it looks like he was betting, all of his queens on the turn. Is this their turn range?
Yes.
So they're not betting them all. Alright, so maybe he is folding the tens, cuz he's checking back to queen 10, king 10, jack 10. Maybe they do fold without, obviously without a spade. And our 6-5 has way, well, bet and see what they fold. Our 6-5 has way more EV than their 6-5. It's like 2.5 times more. That's kind of like interesting too. It's not because just because they're out of position. There you go, Nectar folding tens.
Yeah, to a 2-chip bet.
Good stuff.
Don't forget, I offer coaching for a premium. Not to you, to YouTube.
Right, so let's bluff a 5 sometime.
to our 4 viewers.
KB Thunder, I offer coaching.
That's toxic.
He's not gonna see this.
Went bet, call, check, huh?
Some
We have
people
a
aren't
spade,
coachable.
we can bet.
Probably. Small, right?
I would go, yeah, okay. No,
Oh, goes bigger. Very big.
boom. Alright, we check.
Jam.
What? Are you out of your mind?
He checked back a jack.
Look
Oh,
at
I
this.
got there.
Gonna rip in that, show him the three of spade.
Jimmy, next up.
Next $2,000 game.
I didn't do that in 20. I ain't doing that in 20. Kidding me?
On to the next 2K.
Took our shot on a turn, sized up, took a shot and gave up, huh?
Should we bet here?
Nope.
Nah.
Why?
I don't know, we called flop already, so it's a bit wild, right? So now we're just,
I mean, it might go very, maybe a small bet to, I don't know if what worse calls, but yeah, I'm checking.
okay, six
Some
turn
worse-
is not scary enough.
You get some worse spade draws to call, that's about it.
If it was like a jack. So now we value, right? 7,
Definitely.
Yeah, it feels good.
and he's gonna jam. What are we gonna do against a jam?
Snap call.
Call.
Snap
We
call.
chop with everything except ace king.
Yo, Dooley. How much did you win last night?
Pennies.
Are we recording?
Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
fifth place, Dooley. Damn,
I'm gonna bet for.
I'm not happy with it.
I'm gonna bet to, if I can clean up some equity here, I'm happy. Our better eights will definitely bet more than this, I think.
55?
Maybe I do check this. No,
I like the big bet.
yeah.
There ain't no checking.
I mean, for sure, my better eights I'm betting. Maybe I got it backwards here. Maybe it's from the bottom up.
Seems like every time we have the low board with a low type of turn, whatever it was, we just polarize a lot.
I think if you had like 8 jack of diamonds, you would check. But with the spades, you just have so much additional equity.
Now you're not afraid of getting check raised here. You're like, good luck, check raise me.
Yeah. So the eights want the redraw. How about, so look at the queen eight. That's better. So it's betting more combos. Yeah.
So like jack and 10 are bad? Is that it? Then ace is great, 9 is great.
It's just that he can still have better eights, I guess, in range. So, I don't know. The cutoff is the jack. I don't know.
Easy call.
Right, I think we're gonna wrap it up on this and I wanna keep some time for mark hands. So thanks a lot, everybody.